Welcome back to Boruto Anime Review, episode 232. This is discussing the brand new episode of the anime, Denki's First Mission. Yep, that is the name of the new episode. Yes. Now, this is the only one of all the episodes I watched that's not adaptation of some manga or releases of light novels. The only one that actually deals with this. This technically does start off a brand new arc, but this is just a standalone episode part of this arc. Yes, it is. Let me take a look on here. Yeah, the name of the arc for this one is called Great Sea Bow Congruent Arc. Yes. Oh, and by the way, the last week's episode, I forgot to mention this. Brand new opening title sequence. Yeah, it's a brand new one. It's called Gold. Yeah. After the previous one had been there for a little while. I don't think that, the previous one, basically, they had before this one, it had been there since episode 206, Gamashura. Basically about 25 episodes, that one was. Yep. The previous one was there also for 25 episodes. Seems like every 25 episodes they keep changing the open sound sequence. And Gold, the current song, this is the 10th song that they've had for the series. 10th. In almost 4 years. Actually, almost 5, to say the least. Yep. So, basically, we have started with Denki, where he's summoned to the office of Naruto. Naruto himself is seen as one brief opening scene, and that's all I see from him. Yep, he's here with Shikamaru, that Denki's given his very first mission as captain, a B-rank mission. Simply put, his job is simply to escort take these 3 anime puppets to the land of water, aka near the Hidden Mist Village, which I'll get into more of that because basically we're going to get to it next week, which I'm so happy with that. So, his team is basically, and of course, now it is mentioned that none of the researchers will accompany them, just them and the robots. Researchers meet that after they make all their adjustments, once they bring it to the mind, they have to stay there for a bit to test out, basically, they have to test the robots and make some adjustments while they're there, and that's pretty much all they gotta do. So, we have in Wambi, and we see the rest of Team 5 just chillaxing at the Thunderburger. By the way, we see a brief appearance by Boruto. Yeah, given the fact that last week basically had no Boruto at all. Which even I thought that was kind of weird. I mean, you don't have the star of the series appear in an episode for Boruto, except for the open house sequence. Which to me I thought was so dumb. At least here, he actually appears in the episode, even though he appears for one scene, though a lot of the time when he does appear in these ones where he does focus on him. He's usually there to start the episode, and you don't see him again until the end of the episode because usually on a submission. That's the usual case a lot of the time. This one, he's there beginning with Saturn meets Gay. They're just chillaxing on the burger. Rest Team 5 basically, we have Denki running to him. It's like, okay, we give mission. It's a B-rank mission. They'll shock the fact that a B-rank mission. So, they head over to Dr. Kawasi's lab. By the way, Sasumori is nowhere in the episode. Which I thought, that's kind of weird. You have all these researchers, and you couldn't bring a single researcher with you? Well, there kind of isn't. There technically isn't a reason. There actually is a reason why they're not bringing a researcher with them, and why researchers are coming later. Because Denki is a genius, and according to Dr. Kawatsuki, he says the reason why I picked Denki specifically because of his potential of using scientific ninja tools really well. That was the main reason for it. So he gets detailed analysis on the robots themselves, which of course his teammates found boring. So he said, okay, why don't you guys meet you there? I'll basically review it later. Which, yeah, that's perfectly fine. He did about the robots, the place they're going to, Denki gets a lot of information, does a lot of research into this particular mission, and he's a captain. He has to know all this information. So there's a setup in the first mission. By the way, the robots are carrying these big, humongous backpacks. So then they go to the train station, and they mention, oh yeah, it feels like the field trip again. As in the field trip to the Hit and Miss Village. Ooh, I'm going to be talking more about that in a minute once I finish talking about this, especially since we're going to be visiting that place next week. Yeah. So they go there, and they take a big cruise ship over there. They take a boat to the land of water. And they take a small one to go. They go to this island where it's basically a gold mine. And apparently the area that they're going to is apparently the sourcing of the gold, which that was interesting. Excuse me. So they get there, and the chief there is surprised the fact only these three are there. Like, nobody else is there. And they walk up the mountain partially. Denki gets a little tired, probably gets a low stamina. And they relax for a bit. And, of course, the chief tries to lift up, but I think they're so damn heavy. Like, man, that's what shinobi are. And it gets to the actual lift location. Now, they do mention that they can't close the door because, basically, it'll look open from the outside. It cannot be open from the inside at all. So it has to be open. So they get inside, and they see the miners. And, oh, yeah, these guys are easy to handle dangerous stuff like you guys do. So there's something quite interesting, though, about this particular scene. Because you would think, though, that these people would actually be against having these robots because they're taking their job, which means they're taking their money. Yes, a lot of people do feel this way. Surprisingly, that the whole thing of robots taking jobs from humans, that's never brought up in the episode. No one is surprisingly against this. Hey, I brought some extra equipment in to deal with the dangerous stuff. Like, okay, probably relieve some stress off the workers. So they go and they find a piece of gold, which is good. And then we see two workers, one with a beard, the other one who's also very chunky, and here's a skinny guy who's got like a 5 o'clock shadow up with sideburns. They go, like, everybody's like celebrating, of course they make all the adjustments, and they walk to the back with the same area where they just basically evacuate the get the gold from, and they move a rock, and they take out a bag, they put it in the cart, they run it down, and they take the chief hostage and get out of there. And they try to take it, and of course, Iwami tries to use his Earth style, but Denki said, no, don't do it here, because the mine will collapse. Okay, so they chase him down, of course they get blocked, and of course they close the door, they can't open it from the inside. So they figure, though, use the robots. Do their way out. Like, okay, they got us up, but they see the recover that gold. So the three of them chasing the bandits. Yes, bandits. And they chasing the bandits to their car. Yes, their car. And this is not any ordinary car. It's a hover car that goes over water. I'm like, wait a minute. Since when does this franchise have these type of vehicles? Because the only type of vehicles that's ever been shown in this franchise have been trains and blimps. And now we have a hover car. And yeah, we can't have these in real life for some stupid reason, by the way. Yes. So, you remember beef on the beach? They try to get out, but lucky enough Denki uses the robots to stop them. And of course, Iwambi takes the engine. Metal Lee takes out one of the guys with taijutsu, and they cover the gold. And they cover the gold. They basically show the thing for research there, and they think, okay, so they think the mission's over yet. Not yet. They still have to do some extra work. They're like, oh crap, and that's the end of the episode. I gotta admit, this actually was a pretty good episode for a stand-up episode featuring Team 5 of people. And next week, it's gonna be interesting. Quantity is going to be becoming a shinobi. Well, you see him get his ninja headband, something he does not have currently in the manga, by the way. And, we see return of Injimi. I think it's he pronounced his name. Yeah, the one who's the grandson of the third Masakage. I'm just checking something here. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to find out the guy's name. I know he's the grandson of the third one. I think it may have been the fourth. Yeah, it was the fourth one. hmm Oh yeah, it was Kagura Kusuke. Yeah, he comes back next week, which that's gonna be interesting. He has now made appearances episode 33 of the anime. Yeah, that was his last official appearance. Well, I thought it was. Turns out actually he's been mentioned a few times, but physically, I don't think basically. Well, it looks like he was there for the actuation arc, but looks like first time they actually, and we also returned to the new Seven Swordsmen. Yeah, we see apparently they're all still in jail after over 200 episodes. Like, damn. Which, definitely looking forward to basically discuss this next week. Yes. So, yeah, all three anime basically just excited for next week's episode for all three of them. Yep. But yeah, that's it for Sickle of You. And that's going to be pretty much it for videos today. I think tomorrow, the only video I'm doing tomorrow, just Attack on Titan. That's going to be pretty much it for tomorrow, okay? Next video. Bye.